Hello everyone. Great to see you joining. Welcome to our slow flow practice today. Hi. Nice to see the little waves and the hellos and the familiar faces. Hi, Heather. Great to see you guys. All right, so we are having a slow flow 30-minute practice here today, thanks to Yoga Tree Studios. Let's make sure before we get started, you have everything that you need for our practice today. I like seeing those floaty hearts. So maybe you're going to need a couple of blocks for your practice. Hey, long time no see, holy cow. Good to see you. All right, so a couple blocks might be helpful. If you don't have a couple blocks, go grab a can of chickpeas or something like that. Maybe you're going to want a strap or an old tie or something, whatever works for you. You don't need any props if you don't feel if you want to use them, that's totally fine. So we're gonna get started in just one more minute. When you are ready. Hello everyone. Make your way onto your mat. And I'm just going to start off with a little bit of a chat on the theme for our practice today while you start to settle in. So come on back, let's get together on our mats. So welcome to our slow flow practice. My name is Shannon, here with you from Yoga Tree Studios. I wish I could read your comments from this far away, but my glasses are not that good, so I'll go back and read them later, so keep them coming if you want to. But while we're practicing, let's do the best that we can to really be present and mindful as well. The theme that I was focusing on in my personal world and I brought into my yoga classes this week is ahimsa. Ahimsa is one of the yamas, one of the foundations of yoga. According to Patanjali, if you're familiar with any of the philosophy of yoga. Ahimsa really covers everything in your entire life, in your entire internal world and your external world. It's about non-harming. It's about non-violence. It's about thinking, acting, and speaking with kindness and compassion. So this is going to be the theme of our practice today. Now, usually this is in the yamas, an outward, a way that we approach the world outside. That's what the yamas are. But I'd like you to think about it as well as a niyama, something that you bring inside. How can you be kind to yourself? How you can be compassionate to and for yourself. So this is going to be the theme of our practice today. So bearing this in mind, it's a heart-opening practice, which is going to help us open up our hearts, bring that compassion, self-love in so that we can share that with others as well. So starting off here in a nice comfortable seated posture on your mat, whatever works for you. Again, you may want a block or a can of chickpeas, like I said before. Haha. All right, closing your eyes if you're okay to close your eyes. You can just bring your hands into prayer at the center of your heart if this feels good for you. Lining your thumbs up along your chest. If you don't like closing your eyes, just gently gaze down to the floor here in front of you. Let the shoulders melt down the back of your body and lift your heart up into your hands. Just using this moment as you start to arrive here on the mat. We won't be here that long. I know we only have 30 minutes together, but let's see if you can invite your awareness inside. Either gazing down or looking inside. Notice what you feel here. Noticing any spaces inside your body that maybe you're holding on to or tightening up. Allowing yourself to soften these spaces. Feel the weight of your body as it releases. Your torso releases down through your hips. Your hips release down through the sits bones. And your sits bones root down into the earth. Continuing to lift your heart up into your hand, lengthen through the back of your neck, helping your spine grow really tall here, reach through the crown of your head up to the sky. As you gently lift your heart up into your hands, feel the beating of your heart. Imagine what this looks like, visualizing, or maybe just feeling the beating of your heart here. Making this connection with your center. Remember that deep here at the center of your heart, you have an infinite well of love, and it is always available to you to tap into and to fill yourself up with. Wherever you are here with your breath, let it out through your mouth. Through your nose, take a full deep breath in. And through your mouth, sigh it out. Gently bow your head to your heart, keeping in mind our theme of our practice today, non-harming towards self and others, knowing that this is connected with heart opening and compassion. Let a word arise for you that reflects what this means to you. Nice. And when you're ready, just lift your gaze back up. Let's come on down onto our backs. So coming down onto your back here, just take your time here, rolling yourself down. You can keep both knees bent for now, and then bring the right knee in towards your chest. Interlace the fingers over that right shin. You can flex and point that foot to awaken the ankle, awaken the foot. In different spaces, bring it to your range of motion. Nice and slowly. And now press your heel up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers behind that right knee. Keep the shoulders really heavy. Flexing the foot here, really helping to activate the back line of that leg. And maybe slide your hands up a little bit higher if you have the space. Keep the shoulders melting down. Keep the muscles of your face soft. And maybe start to draw that leg a little bit closer towards your body. Use your biceps to do this rather than pulling the shoulders up. If you'd like to take this deeper, extend the left leg. Left leg on the ground, flexing that foot. Breathing into these nice spaces. You're opening up through the leg, the front of the left hip. Nice full breath in. Then as you exhale, bend that right knee. The hands on the inside of the hip. Externally rotate that right knee. Externally rotate that hip. So the hands on the inside of the knee, I should say. So gently opening up that hip. Maybe you want to gaze over towards the left, the opposite direction. If you're already knowing that you have some space here and you want to go deeper, maybe you're going to extend that leg and hold on to the inside of the calf, or maybe you can hold the big toe or the inside of the foot. So just work with whatever works for you, for your body here. Take one more full inhale. Now as you exhale, bring that knee up and over, bring the left hand to the outside edge of that right knee, and then gently guide it over towards the left. As you guide it over to the left here, let that twist come into the spine. Just meeting these spaces here in your body. Gently gaze over to the right. Soften the right shoulder into the earth. Feel those nice, juicy spaces. When you're ready, draw that knee back up. And then just hold on to it with the right hand. Bring your left hand onto the left hip. Circle that knee out. Circle that hip out. Just do it one direction a couple of times, then switch directions. All right. Bring the right foot onto the ground, about halfway down the mat. You can start there. Bring the left knee in towards the chest. So giving that a nice little squeeze in towards the chest. Even bring it closer towards the left armpit if you can. Flexing and pointing and rotating that ankle. Notice those nice spaces in the foot. Any creaking, any little spots. Go a little slowly if you hear that. When you're ready, heel to the sky. Interlace the fingers behind the knee. Sliding the hands maybe a little bit higher. Feel the back of that leg. Keep the foot flexed to activate the back of that leg. Shoulders stay soft. Cheeks are soft. Maybe you're drawing that left thigh closer toward your body. Again, shoulders melt down. Don't bring any tension into the shoulders. Perhaps you're extending the right leg onto the ground. Flexing that right foot. Breathing. So your breath, you're drawing right into the spaces in your body where you're feeling the postures. And with the exhale, you're melting away the tension that's held in these spaces. Gently bend the knee. Left hand comes inside the knee. Right arm opens up to the side. Externally rotate that left hip. Just use the weight of the hand to help draw the knee closer towards the earth. And keep lengthening that right leg away from you. Flexing the foot, pressing the heel away. Shoulders soft. And coming into your twist. Draw the knee up and over. Right hand comes to the outside edge of the knee. Twist. Gaze in the opposite direction. Feeling those nice deep spaces. While you're here, you can feel the openness in your heart as that left shoulder presses down. Feel that shining in your heart. And then take a nice full breath in. And then bring it back through center. Right hand on the hip, left hand on the knee. Circle that knee to release the hip. A couple times one way, and a couple times the other way. All right, both knees come in towards your chest now. Crossing the ankles, hold on to the feet, rocking and rolling, releasing the spine here just a couple of times, maybe 2 or 3 times. Make your way up into a seated posture. Coming up into your seated posture here. If that didn't work for you, roll to one side and bring yourself up. I'm just gonna turn to face you for this part. Hands out to the side. Heart is lifting. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Shoulders soften, and as you exhale, twist to the left hand behind you, right hand outside the knee. So lifting, lengthening with your inhale. Twisting, going deeper with your exhale. And breathing in to lift. Breathing out, go a tiny bit deeper as you press your hand into the knee. And come back to the front, arms open. Inhale, scoop your arms up to the sky. Shoulders soften, and exhale, twisting to the left. Or sorry, right, opposite direction. So left hand's outside the right knee if you're twisting to the right. Stay nice and tall with the inhale. Using that space as you exhale to twist. Inhale opens up the spine. Exhale helps you go a tiny bit deeper. And come back to face the front of the room. Sweep the arms up to the sky, inhale. Now, bend the left elbow. Bend that left arm, bring the hand to the space between the shoulder blades. Right hand comes to the left elbow. Start to draw that hand down through the shoulder blades using the strength of the right arm. So I'll just turn here so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm just drawing that hand down through the shoulder blades. Try to keep the shoulders soft as you breathe into the space. And keep the heart lifting. If you feel like you're collapsing forwards here, belly in, low back lifts, shoulders soft, crown of the head reaching to the sky. And then just switching here nice and gently, opposite arm. Bring that opposite hand down to the space between the shoulder blades. Draw the elbow to the sky, shoulders soft, lifting heart. Nice full breaths in and out. Nice and slowly release. Bring the hands back down to the ground. And then interlace the fingers behind your back. Fingers interlace. Press the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart. Take a full breath in. And now with your exhale, folding forwards. Bring your forehead towards the earth. It doesn't have to meet the earth. Let the hands rise up off the low back. Breathe into your shoulders here. Maybe they don't rise that far up off the low back. Maybe not at all. Perhaps you prefer to hold on to opposite elbows. That's always an option for you here. Take one more full breath in and let it go. Release the hands back down to the back. Next, coming back up here, just roll the shoulders a few times, rolling them up and back. And then opposite direction, release the shoulders. Okay, left hand onto the ground. Palm of the right hand faces up. Keep that right sits bone pressing into the earth and inhale, right arm up and over towards the left. Just soften here, keep that heart rolling open. As you press the left hand into the mat, you can really root that right hip down, right sits bone down. Breathing into the side body ribs. Checking in here if you're collapsing forwards. Do your best to roll your heart open. Perhaps you prefer your hand to the back of your head, helping you to lift the elbow to the sky. Take another full breath in. Now as you exhale, sweep that right hand down onto the ground in front of you, followed by the left hand, and roll your way up. Other side, right hand to the mat, other hand to the mat. Press it into the earth, sweep the opposite arm up and over. Again, pressing that hand into the mat helps the opposite sits bone release down. Shining your heart open here, releasing the upper shoulder rather than pulling it in towards the ear. Again, optional, hand to the back of the head with the elbow drawing up to the sky. Nice full breaths in and out. Feel the space in the side body ribs opening with the breath in. And feel it softening with the breath out. Releasing, sweep that upper arm back down to the ground in front of you, followed by the other hand. Roll yourself up. Nice. Okay, from here, let's roll over the knees, come into our tabletop posture. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Okay, with an inhale, melt your belly down to the earth, coming into your cow pose. Let the heart lead forwards as the tailbone draws up. With the exhale, really press the ground away from you. Tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest. A few more times. Inhale, ripple through the spine. Heart forwards and shoulders back. Exhale, leading with the tailbone. Ripple that spine. Wave-like movement. Again, inhale. Shine the heart and cow. Gazing up. Exhale, press the ground away through your active cat back. Nice. Okay, from here, come up onto the knees. Bring your hands onto your low back. So you can support the low back with the hands just at the tops of the glutes, fingertips drawing down the glutes. Okay, so the heel of the hands just at the top here. Knees are hip distance apart. Press the knees into the earth. Draw the hips forwards. Lift the heart up to the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind the back. Keep drawing the heart up. Now mindful of your neck here. If it's too much, you don't want to let that head soften all the way back. Try to keep the neck fairly neutral. Shoulders are down and away from the ears as the shoulder blades pull towards each other, and you're still breathing. Nice full breaths in and out through the nose. Take another inhale and then exhale nice and slowly. Come back down to your tabletop posture. Okay, take a breath in and then exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. I'm going to walk your hands as far away from you towards the top of your mat as you can. Really, really reach. Feel the armpits, the space underneath the armpits stretching. Maybe your forehead's on the earth. Take a nice full breath in here and out. This inhale, shift forwards. Let the hips melt towards the earth, coming into your almost an upward facing dog, your cobra. Exhale, roll back to child's pose. 2 more times. Shifting forwards, hips sink, heart lifts, shoulders back, shoulder blades down the back of the body, press back, child's pose with the exhale. 1 more time here, rippling forwards, let the hips sink, let the heart shine, maybe gazing up. Exhale, coming back, child's pose for 2 breaths. Take a nice full breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Another deep inhale and exhale. Now I want you to shift forward, now coming into your tabletop posture, shoulders over wrists, knees over hips. Inhale, right hand to left foot to shoulder and hip height, reaching. Press that left heel back. With an exhale, come into a little ball, bring the right elbow to the knee or to the hip, nose to the knee. And again, inhale, reach, lengthen. Feel that space grow really long. Exhale, tiny little ball. Nose to the knee, maybe kiss it. Inhale, reach. Staying here with this exhale, bending that left knee, reaching behind you with the right hand. Maybe you can't reach the top of the foot. If that's okay, if you can't, just reach back and press the heel high. If you can reach the top of the foot, press the foot into the hand. Press the left hand into the mat, the foundation hand into the mat. Draw the heart forwards. Feel your heart opening up. Feel the beating of your heart. Take a nice full inhale. And slowly, as slow as you can, release the hand and the foot back down to the ground. Hips back to the heels. Full breath in and out. Inhale, shift forwards. Same thing, same side. Inhale, right hand, left foot up to shoulder and hip height. Oops, sorry. Just that left foot comes back here. Keep the right hand on the ground. So both hands are on the ground for now. Press that left heel back. Bring the right foot up off this edge of the mat. Lift the left hip up over the right. Bring the left hand onto the hip. So coming into a version of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. You can reach that left hand up to the sky. Really press the ground away from you with the right hand. Take a full breath in and then come back down. Release the left hand, the left knee back down onto the mat. Okay, same sequence, other side. Inhaling, left hand, right foot up. Exhale, little ball. Elbow to the hip, nose to the knee. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, nice tiny little ball. 1 more time, lifting and getting small. This inhale, we're going to pause here, maybe staying here, bending that right knee, reaching behind you with the left hand. Perhaps the hand reaches the top of the foot. If not, that's okay. Press the foot into the hand if it reaches. Press the hand, foundation hand into the earth. Draw the shoulders back as you reach the heart forwards. Breathe into this space. Nice full breaths in and out. Another full inhale and exhale nice and slowly. For a moment, coming into a counter pose, child's pose, hips to the heels. Take 2 breaths. In through the nose and side away. Another deep breath in and letting it go. Shifting forwards. Coming into that version of our half moon on the same side. Lift that right heel back up again. Pop that right hip up over the left, flex the foot. Right hand comes onto the right hip. Stacking shoulders and stacking hips. Oops, you can bring that left foot back a little bit to help you with your balance, just off the edge of the mat. Maybe gazing to the sky, maybe extending the right arm up to the sky, upper arm up to the sky. Strong leg. Fire up that thigh, lift the kneecap, press the heel away from you. Pull the belly button in and draw the tailbone towards the heel. Take a full inhale. And exhale, bring it back down. Nice, hips to heels. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, press it back. Tuck the toes under, come into your downward facing dog. So take a moment here in downward dog, bring some space into the back of the body as you pedal this out. Gently pressing one heel towards the earth and then switching. Going back and forth here a few times. Once you're ready, walk your hands towards the feet. Holding on to opposite elbows here with the feet about hip distance apart, spreading the toes, gripping the mat with the earth, pressing the heels into the earth. Just for a moment here, squeeze the shoulders up towards the neck and then let them go. Let the head get heavy. Gently sway from side to side. Bring a bend into the knees to help your chest come a little closer towards the thighs. Feel the spaces in the back body and the side body as you just release. Looking here to nod your head yes. Releasing the neck. Yes to all those good things that you want to bring into your life. Yes to that self-love. Yes to filling up your cup. No to all those things that no longer serve you. Shake them out. Releasing. Okay, finding your stillness here. Let go of the hold of the arms. Bend your knees. Tuck your chin into your chest and roll your way up. Nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Drawing yourself back up, all the way up to the top of the mat. Once you get here, let the shoulders roll up towards the ears. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Root down through the toes, press the hips forward, lift the heart, draw the thumbs to the back of the room. And then exhale your hands back through prayer at the center of your heart. Take a nice full breath here. Inhale. And let it go. Nice. Hands are on your hips. We're going to step forwards with the right foot. Press the right foot about halfway, not even halfway, a quarter of the way up your mat. You may want a block nearby. If you want it, keep it close by here. Coming into a warrior three. Lift the right heel, left heel, opposite leg, back leg up. Pivoting from the hips. Maybe your hands are coming into prayer at the center of your heart, or maybe you want to reach the hands forwards or back. Really reach through that extended heel. Lead through the heart to the space in front of you. Feel that energetic line from the heel through the crown of the head. Now very slowly, if you can, bending that left knee into the chest. If it needs to touch the ground, if the foot touches the ground, that's okay. Bring that left knee in towards your chest. Right hand on the right hip. Left hand on the inside of that left knee. Just gently externally rotate that knee out to the side. Opening up the hip. Maybe you can take this deeper, extending the right hand and maybe gazing in that direction. So you just go as far as works for you here in your body. Always listening to your body. Nice and slowly, let's bring that right hand back onto the hip. Draw the knee back into center. Pull the knee into the chest. Both hands are on the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the heel forwards, holding for 3. Bring it a little higher. 2 and 1. Step the foot forwards. Opposite leg. Pressing down into that front leg. Now you've stepped forwards. You're hovering the right heel, the back heel, pressing it away from you. Keeping the hips level with the ground so the right hip isn't too high. Hands in prayer. Maybe just to start. Press the foundation, big toe into the earth. Bring your hands wherever works for your body. Take a nice full breath in here. Really reach through that extended leg. And then slowly hands come back in through prayer. Bring that knee into the chest, lifting up nice and tall. Externally rotating again, opposite side. Bring the knee out to the side. Root down through your standing leg. Lengthen the inside of that standing leg. Heart is lifting. Taking your time, coming out. Knee back forwards. Hands are on the hips. Pull the knee into the chest. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, extend the heel away from you. See how high you can keep it lifted for 3, 2, and 1. Step to the top of your mat. Nice. Okay, give the legs a little shake. Maybe you need to release the legs here. All right, toes touch. Good work, everyone. Heels apart. Hands are out to the side. Inhale, scoop your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold hands to the ground. Inhale, chin lifts as you gaze away from your shoulders, plug back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step just that right leg back as far as you can and release the knee onto the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up to a low lunge here. Bend the elbows coming into cactus arms. Palms the hands face the sky. Keep the heart lifting. Breathing into the space. Breathing into the shoulders, to the low back. Hips stay heavy while the heart lifts. Full breath in. Now bring the elbows together towards the low back. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Then slide the hands down. Shine the heart up here. Again, try to keep the neck neutral rather than releasing and hyperextending the front of the neck. Shoulder blades squeeze as the heart lifts. Take a nice full breath in. And then exhale, hands down to the ground. Either side of that left foot, pick the right knee up and step with the left foot back into high plank. Take a nice full breath here in high plank pose. Then exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground, gazing away from you. Inhale, scoop it up into your baby cobra pose. Press the tops of your feet into the earth. Then exhale, straighten the arms, hips to heels, toes tuck under, downward facing dog. Take a nice full, deep breath in here. And let it go. Inhale, right foot up to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee into the chest and shift forwards. Bring the foot down to the ground between the hands. The left knee comes onto the earth. All right, setting up here. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Coming into your cactus arms. Palms the hands face up. Hips stay heavy. Right hip draws back as the left hip softens forwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe. Feel your heart shining. Nice deep breaths in and out. Okay, from here, elbows draw towards each other. Hands interlaced behind the back, behind the bum. Reach the hands down. Really reach through the hands, lifting the heart as you squeeze the back, the upper back. Keep the neck neutral. Notice how your neck feels. Be kind to your body. Nice full breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, bring the hands back down to the ground. Very slowly, tuck those right or left toes under, lift that left knee up, press back into your high plank pose. Take a full breath in. This time, either knees, chest, chin to the ground or chaturanga. Excuse me. Squeezing the elbows if you come into chaturanga. Inhaling into your upward facing dog or your baby cobra, whatever's your choice here. Exhale, let's roll back over your toes into your downward facing dog. Take a nice full breath here in your downward dog. And side out. One more cleansing breath. Inhale. And let it go. Bending your knees, come up onto the tippy toes. Gaze towards the top of the mat. Big step, or maybe you want to hop up to the top of your mat. Maybe it's a couple of steps. Inhale, lift the chin. Gaze forwards, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth. Inhale, scoop your arms up to the sky. And exhale your hands back through prayer. Hands on hips. Take a big step back with that right foot. Open up into your warrior two. Keep the shoulders nice and soft and extend through the fingertips in opposite directions. Tailbone tucks under. Feel the lift in the heart. Shoulders are really soft as you extend through the fingers, gazing over the left middle finger. Deep bend in that left knee. You should be able to see the big toe of that foot. Exalting your warrior. Palm of the left hand faces up. Slide that right hand down the leg or maybe wrap it around the back of your body. Breathe in here. Keep the left shoulder soft. Nice and slowly. Cartwheel your way back up. From warrior two into your side angle pose. Bring that left elbow onto the knee and then sweep the right arm up and over. Softening that right shoulder as you reach through the fingertips. If you have another option here for your side angle for your Parsvakonasana, feel free to go into this. Take a nice full breath in. and cartwheel your way back up. Straighten that front leg. Coming into our triangles. Exalting your triangle. Right hand back, left arm up and over. Breathe into the side body. Cartwheel your way back up. Right hip slides back. Left hand reaches as far forwards as it can. Then release that left hand onto the shin. Maybe you're using your block or your can. Sweep the right arm up to the sky. You can press the back of the left hand into the inside of the shin if that feels better for you. Keeping both sides of your torso nice and long. Lengthening. One more inhale. And then exhale. Gazing down to the left foot. Right hand comes onto the right hip. Bend into that left knee. Now you may use your block if you want, or you may just bring your hand onto the ground, your choice here. Coming forwards here into our crescent or half moon here, Ardha Chandrasana. So you hover that left foot up or right foot up off the ground. Draw the right hip back. If I wasn't so close to the wall, I would lengthen my spine more. Staying nice and tall here. Really reach through that extended heel and through the crown of your head, stacking the shoulders. Maybe reaching the right hand up to the sky. If you have another version of this and you want to go deeper, some of you may want to add that back bending work we've been doing by bending that right knee, bringing the right hand to the top of the foot, pressing the hips away from you, breathing into the heart. And nice and slowly, when you're ready, bring that right hand down to the ground, bring the right foot to the ground beside the left. Nice. Inhale, lift halfway. Gaze away from you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop your arms up to the sky. Exhale, your hands back through your prayer. Same sequence, other side. I'm just going to do it from the other side, so I turn my back to you. Take a deep breath in. And out. Step the left foot back. Opening up into your warrior two. Scooting the tailbone under, keeping the shoulders soft. Belly button in and up, so lines of energy. Crown of the head lifts, tailbone draws down. Fingertips reach in opposite directions. You're not reaching forwards, shoulders are right over the hips. Exalting, palm of the right hand faces up, sweep it up and back. Soften that right shoulder. Breathing. Feel the side body opening. Feel the heart shining. Coming back up. Side angle pose. Right elbow to the knee, sweep the left arm up and over. Really long line of energy here on the left side of the body now. Roll the outside edge of the left foot into the earth. Soften the shoulder, really lengthen. Full breath in. And cartwheel your way back up. And again, coming into our triangle. So straighten that front leg. If your stance got a little long, you can shorten it here. Exalting your triangle. Right hand sweeps up and back, left hand slides down that leg. And then cartwheel your way up. Slide the left hip back as you reach forwards with that right hand. Right hand comes onto the shin or the block or whatever you're using here. Maybe the back of the hand just presses into the shin. Maybe you have the space to go deeper, bringing the palm of the hand to the earth or grasping the big toe. Wherever you are here, keep the spine long, keep the neck lined up with the rest of the spine. If the low edge of your torso feels like it's sinking here, really lift and open it. Full breath in and out. So coming into that same pose, Ardha Chandrasana, gaze to the right foot, bend into that right knee. Bring the hand onto the block or the ground outside of in front of that right foot, dragging the left foot up, press into the big toe of the standing leg, roll the hips to stack, flex the extended leg, flex that foot. Okay, nice long spine. Maybe the left hand stays on the hip or maybe you're extending it to the sky. Shine the heart. Again, optional here for those of you who have a little more experience with this, bending that knee, holding onto the top of the foot. Press the hips away from you as you press the foot into the hand. Leave the heart nice and open. Nice full inhales. And very slowly with control releasing. Bring the foot back beside the right foot at the top of your mat. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift, gazing forwards, shoulders draw back. Exhale, fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, lifting, gazing forwards, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back. Take a full breath here in your high plank. Exhale, last knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, your choice. Inhaling into your upward facing dog or your baby cobra. And here, exhale back over your toes, actually over your knees, coming into child's pose. Sinking your hips to the ground, releasing your forehead to the mat. Just noticing here what it feels like to be, just to simply be. Melt into this posture. You can widen the knees here, making space for your torso to melt towards the earth. As you come into this more restorative forward fold, your child's pose, really turning your focus inside and noticing what it feels like. What do you feel? Feel the energy inside your body. Feel the breath rolling through you. Feel the movement that the breath creates inside. When you're ready, walk your hands as far as you can toward the top of your mat and then over to the right. Keep the hips where they are. Keep the shoulders and the hips level with the earth. Breathing into the left side body. Nice full breaths in and out. Let's walk through center and then over to the opposite side. Reaching the fingers as far as you can away from you. Again, keep the hips rooting down towards the heels, so the hips draw over towards the opposite side of the hands. Shoulders are parallel with the earth, so if you find one shoulder's popping up higher, you've gone a little too far. Bring it back a little bit. Nice deep breath in and out. Walk the hands back through center and roll yourself up so you're sitting up over the heels. From here, extend the feet. So hips come to the earth, extend the feet forwards. All right, a little bit past our time here, but that's okay, I hope. Making our way down onto the ground. Let's take a bend into those knees, bring the soles of your feet onto the earth. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Taking your time as slowly as you can, draw the belly button in, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Really take your time here. Use your forearms when you need to help you come down onto the earth. And once you get here, give yourself a hug. Gentle rock. Massaging the kidneys, massaging the back body. And feel the nice little massage. Bring the feet back down onto the ground. You should just be able to reach the heels with the tips of the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together underneath. Inhale, coming into your bridge pose. Lift the hips, tuck the shoulders under. Pressing the feet into the earth helps you to draw the hips up. Perhaps you're interlacing the fingers, pressing the fists into the earth. Breathing into your heart. Each inhale expands the chest. Each exhale, you hold the posture. Keep lengthening the knees away from you. Take one more inhale, squeeze the knees together. And then exhale, nice and slowly untuck the shoulders. Release the hands, release the spine. Coming back into a little hug. Nose up towards the knees. Get as small as you can, flexing the feet. Keep the shoulders nice and soft. Take an inhale. And exhale, just lower the upper body and open up the arms. Let the arms land in about a T position, backs of your hands on the ground. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, twist. Release the knees to the right or the left, whatever side you want to do first. You can bring the right hand outside the top or the lower hand on top of the upper leg, whichever side you decided to do. If twisted roots works better for you and you want to go a little bit deeper, you can come into twisted roots, crossing the upper leg over the lower leg, maybe wrapping the ankles. If you have another version of your twist that you prefer, feel free to do this. Releasing, letting go of your bind, unwrapping the legs if you wrap them. Use your inhale and your core strength to sweep up through center. Let the shoulders soften. Just bring your feet to the ground for a minute. I want you to lift your hips up and over to the same side that the knees were just on. And then draw the knees back in towards the chest. Take a breath in. And then exhale, twist opposite way. So you should feel both shoulders connecting with the ground. Again, if you twisted the legs last time, twist them again this time. Hips are heavy, heart is open, shoulders are releasing, letting go of any squeezing in your face. Smooth your forehead and the space between the eyebrows. Relax your cheeks, soften your jaw. Take a nice full breath in here and let it go. Release the hold of the hand, knees back up through center, hands on shins. Last time, tiny little ball. Bring the nose right up to the knees. Flex everything that you can feel inside your body. Flex the feet, squeeze the shins, the knees, the ankles, the toes, the eyes, the shoulders, the fingers, everything. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, release into your Shavasana. Release the heels to the mat. Release the hands to the ground. Let the shoulders melt down. Just for a moment, press your heart up to the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, then melt the back down onto the earth. Softening and releasing your body here. Bringing your gaze once again back inside. Feeling the effects of your practice. Feel your energy. Feel that pulsing inside. Really softening here. Surrendering into the support of the ground beneath you, allowing you to just be. As you tune in with the pulsing of your heart, bringing you back into your center. Remembering the intention of our practice today, ahimsa, and kindness, non-harming, compassion, open heart, directing this towards yourself and to others. Feel free to linger here as long as you'd like to in your Shavasana. Thank you so very much for coming out and sharing your practice with me and Yoga Tree Studios. I will be back next week, so I hope that you'll be back to join me. I'll be teaching this class next week, and we're going to be adding some fun themes into my practices, so I hope to see you then. Thank you so very much. Namaste. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Oh, what nice hearts. Bye, everyone. See you next time.